Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. We're doing it again. I just stuffed my face with 2 fucking sandwiches. And also, our cat disappeared for a day. Here we thought she, fucking was just being a slut and was just, following a cat around or who knows. We thought maybe she turned into roadkill or something. And I guess the whole time she was trapped in the shed. Which we kind of feel that she's deceiving us. Because literally, if she was trapped in the shed for a whole fucking day, it was like 100 degrees. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Yeah, and it's right next to my window too.
Yeah, was it the day before yesterday or yesterday?
Yesterday. Well, I couldn't find her
all day the day before, right? So all day the day before yesterday, she was just gone.
All night. Evening.
Okay, I'm confused. But she was gone for a little bit, for basically a whole ass day. And maybe even in the shed for the whole day. We called her name out a bunch of times. We went walking. And not until probably about 8 o'clock, I started hearing scratching sounds, long nails on the shed. It sounded like she probably came from the top of the tree and was scratching the roof. And I'm like, what? And I was looking and I couldn't tell. And I said her name one time, but nothing. And then I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe it's a possum or, maybe Marlene's mom is fucking on top of the shed roof cleaning it or something. I don't know. So then I chilled. I was still playing video games. She was in her online class. And, I hear it again, the metal scraping. And I'm like, dude, that's gotta be Gaia. Because the same thing, she's sneaking around here, that little slut, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me was hoping she came back pregnant. The only thing I was thinking is watch, she's gonna come back pregnant and jaded. She's gonna have these low hanging eyes, just those eyes that say the world fucked her, Her fur was gonna come back all dirty looking, she fucked a bunch of homeless kitties or whatever. But she was trapped in the shed, and how I found her was not even by the scratching. After the second scratch, maybe about a couple, or after your class, right? Maybe 30 minutes after I heard the second scratch, you hear a little meow, meow, and I'm like, what? I was like, Gaia. And I was like, dude, Gaia's here, or it's a little kitty. And she's not a little kitty. She's about a 1.5 now. I mean, technically that's a kitty, but her body's the shape of a cat,
Young adult.
A young adult, I guess, yeah. And so I hear it again, and then so I tell her, dude, you got to go out there and check. And so we're looking. I bring my flashlight, and she meows again, and sure enough, in the shed. But here's the thing, dude. A whole last day, no scratching on the shed, no meowing at all. We believe that she probably was out there hoeing around, maybe in her little cat gang. But then to trick us, the cat gang, yeah. She's the new one. She got jumped in. But so yeah, we hear the meowing, open it, and oh, poor thing, she was trapped the whole time. Oh, but there's been so many times where she tries to trick us as if she wasn't here the whole time. We'll be looking for her. One time we were looking for a guy. Where the fuck is she? It's night. We're out there, and she was nowhere in the house to be found, right? We're outside, and then, as we're all right, fuck it, we got to come back inside. she's just like sitting posted right next to the bed as if she was there the whole time. Like, what are you guys doing? I've been here kicking it. You know, she has that look on her face like she has, like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but
Yeah.
I've been here. And she does that a bunch of times, so I don't know, man. I almost killed her, dude. Now I get it with like parents. It's like, here's the thing, if your kids go missing, automatically, even if they got kidnapped, you're gonna want to beat their ass. You know what I mean? Because it's like, how the fuck did you even get in that situation, you motherfucker? You know, if you would have just waited for the ice cream truck to get by our house instead of chasing it down the street. I had to spank her butt, dude. I don't know. It was probably out of sheer excitement that she was back, but at the same time, it was like, you stupid little hoe. No, she's a great cat. She's back. She was acting like she didn't know what was going on. What did I do? Anyway, yeah, dude. Team USA, the basketball team, has been playing lately. For all those basketball fans out there, and you know, I haven't been watching any games, but it seems like they're doing really well. Let me check their record right now. Team USA, their FIBA. But it seems, let me see their record. It seems like they've been doing really well. One of the players on the team, he's been doing good. I don't know if there is a record right now. I don't know if this is just like a qualifying kind of season, if you will. Okay, so it says, all right, it says Team USA won their first game August 7th against Puerto Rico. They won their second game against Slovenia. And each win was about 30 to 40 points so far. Spain, they won, so that's 3-0. They won Greece 4-0, Germany 5-0, New Zealand 6, Greece 7, Jordan 8, Montenegro 9, and they play Lithuania September 3rd, which is Sunday. Yeah, this might be just to get in, but I don't know, man. I've been liking what I've been seeing, you know. On the team, they don't have any older dudes, right? Like back before, you would have the main all-stars, the main dudes that are, you know, carrying the league, the NBA, and they would play for Team USA. You know, like, you know, when I was young, it was like Kobe, Tim Duncan, who else was like pretty relevant back then? It was before LeBron started coming through. You know, you had some fools from the Detroit Pistons in there because they were pretty good back then. And, you know, Team USA was just always rocking the shit out of the world, you know? Like, I just read some of the scores to you guys right now, 30, 40-point victories. And, you know, I'll watch the highlights to these games, and for the most part, it starts off pretty close, and then they take off. Back then, like I said, when it was Kobe, Tim Duncan, and other guys, dude, these guys were just straight obliterating other teams. Like, it was no fucking match at all, right? It was, like, pathetic. It wasn't even worth watching the games because you just knew they were going to whoop the shit out of these European players. And actually, the game back then was different too, right? It was a lot more aggressive. You can use your hands a lot more as a defender. So the American players were able to basically body the European players because European players were always considered soft, right? They pass too much. They're very passive players. They're all about the team sport, right? Where American players, where like, you know, they're just dudes who are hungry, you know what I mean, and who are gonna beat you up. And right, and the NBA was always, back in the '80s, '70s, it was known for being like a rough house kind of environment, right? There's that classic clip of the Lakers versus Celtics where Kurt Rambis is gonna lay up the basketball, and I forget which player it is. It's that white player. I always forget his Kevin McHale from the Celtics just clotheslines the shit out of him as he's mid-air about to score. Right? That was, and I don't even think so. Like a clothesline now in today's league, the basketball player is getting canceled. Okay, the PC culture is coming out, and they're gonna cancel the basketball player. Right? Back then, you just got like a regular foul. The guy shoots 2 free throws, and the game keeps going. Now, a player's gonna get ejected from the game. He might even get a fine. You know what I mean? And so, sorry, COVID. But it was basically that kind of mentality back then, right? And as time came through, then LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony and their squad, right? What do they call them? Like the Banana Boat Squad or whatever the fuck. And these guys are great players, but the attitude was much different, right? They're all happy-go-lucky. We're friends. We're gonna take the easy way. We're gonna take the easy route to get a championship. I mean, mind you, look, I don't think Carmelo Anthony ever gave a shit about a championship. He was all about the money. But you just see where it is, And that mentality definitely played a part with that generation of players. I think they came in third in one of the FIBA tournaments, which is appalling, dude. I think Argentina won that year with what the fuck is from the Spurs. One of you guys, if you guys like basketball, put his name in the fucking Giambi? No, what I can't. That's a baseball player. Anyway, he's from the Spurs. Argentina, great shooting guard. They won it could have been them or Spain, but I think it was Argentina. And they won it, right? USA came in third. That's LeBron James' USA team, right? And I want to say the following FIBA, they didn't even make the FIBA. I think they lost in the qualifying, like pretty much where we're at now. And then not until they're like, hey, you know what, Kobe? We're all a bunch of pussies. Come and fucking help us get great, right? And that, there's a cool, I want to say it's like probably an interview. You listen to interviews with anybody about Kobe. Homeboy was like up at 3 a.m. working out, right? When guys are waking up like at 8 coming in to work out, and he's already in a full sweat. He already busted a bunch of shit. So that mentality came into the, LeBron James, we're all winners mentality, right? And, he helped them win a tournament, right? And that's like, that's pretty much where we left off, And now where it's at is like, now we got a bunch of young, hungry basketball players, right? Looking to prove to everybody what they can do. And I love that, man, because not only is it like it's a healthy, competitive vibe that everybody wants to see, but also it's just not like where it's like pointless to watch Team USA basketball, right? Because they're so good. Like, even though they're good now, winning right now, I mean, I'm just telling you, you go back and see those other games, dude, it was just like, bro, it's fucking professional basketball players versus European high school players. It was just so, stark in contrast, right? And I've just been liking it. I like seeing the young guys come out, trying to take, find their own way with themselves and also finding their way in the NBA. I love it. One of the players right now that I've been like, and he's a Lakers, you guys know I'm a Lakers fan. Austin Reeves, white boy. He's a white boy too, dude. Look, white guys, I know I give you guys a lot of beef, a lot of shit sometimes, but I want you to succeed in the NBA, right? Because the NBA deserves another Larry Bird, right? I know everybody tries to call fucking Luka Doncic the next Larry Bird, but I'm sorry, dude. That's Eastern European white. He might as well be black. You know what I mean? I want a fucking homegrown American white boy. You know what I mean? Merca, right? When he slams that basketball, I want to hear Merca. You know what I mean? Dude, a white guy that comes from a war-ridden country, dude, he's blacker than most of the black guys in America. You know what I mean? Those guys grew up in poverty and bombs exploding in their neighborhood. Right? Fuck a gang. There's a government fighting your fucking hometown. You know? So I don't know. Austin Reeves, I think he has this nickname from high school. I could be getting it wrong. I think they called him Hillbilly Mamba. Yeah, because, Kobe's nickname is the Black Mamba, right? And there's been so many people who've tried to take on that nickname with other people. Like, there's this redheaded basketball player, white guy named Brian Scalabrine. And this guy was like a below average player in the NBA, right? And I really don't know. I think he got the nickname the White Mamba because what he started to do, because there's a certain point where people don't respect the level of talent that you need to have to even enter into the NBA, right? So let's say Brian Scalabrine, right? This is the guy we're talking about. He averages, I think he was averaging like 5 points, right, in the league, right? He's averaging 5 points a game. Maybe not even that, but that's nothing, right? So a guy that's averaging 5 points, a regular person or even a college player would not be able to beat this guy. So I guess what Brian did, he took it to the internet, right, and started posting up videos challenging people, anybody, Division A college players, fucking regular street ball players, and this fool was wiping them clean, dude. He was bleaching the shit out of their skin, right? They came out looking like Michael Jackson and Sammy Sosa, dude. He was fucking him up, dude. That's how crazy it is to be an NBA player. You think some of these dudes who aren't averaging a lot of points, it's because these guys are, the guys that are starting, right, are that much even greater, bro. Why do you think Michael Jordan to this day, bro, is like, their skills are so unmatched? This guy could still whoop anybody, dude. Shaq, who could probably barely move. I mean, that's not even fair. That dude's just a giant. You know what I mean? How much, even though he was skilled, how much skill do you need to like step on somebody? You know what I mean? I don't know. So I've just been seeing Austin Reeves. He's like a shooting guard / point guard for the Lakers. And look, I'm just hoping that the Lakers do him right. They gave him like a 3-year, I don't know the amount of millions he's making, but he has a decent contract. I want to say 40 million. It might not be that. I'm not sure. Because Lakers, especially with LeBron James, it's fucked. Especially with LeBron James, he is not part of the team building process. Literally anybody is expendable, right? Right now, they're even talking about trading Anthony Davis, their second best player on the league. So I don't know. Which, to tell you the truth, I'm not even against it. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis, bro. That dude's bones are made of glass, dude. Okay. I don't know. I feel like he would. You know the superhero movies. If there's like a, Mr. Fantastic, the guy that stretches, and that could be Anthony Davis. He's just this like wobbly. He's like those balloon guys that dance outside of fucking, car fucking retail spots. What are they called? Where you buy a car? What the fuck? Car dealer or whatever. Just the car dealers, whatever. They sell cars. There's like those car lots, and there's those like fucking balloon things that they just blowing air, and it's just wavy. That's Anthony Davis, dude, just flailing in the air in the wind. I don't know, man, but I love Austin Reeves. I love what I'm seeing from homeboy. Austin Reeves, if you listen to this podcast, you're one of my favorite players right now. I dig your style, bro. You know how to create contact. You know how to get those fouls. You can shoot from anywhere. Mid-range, three-pointer. You're good at the rim. I just hope the Lakers see the potential in you, right? You did great. Austin Reeves did great in the playoffs. I don't know. I just wouldn't want him to be part of the Expendables, right? Like that movie, like that shitty movie. Please don't put Austin Reeves on the Expendables list. Just let LA enjoy him for a couple years, because we had now I can't even remember his name. He was another white boy, point guard. And he was dope. Everybody fucking loved him, dude. Everybody loved him. Homeboy was a rough rider. And he just did well. He was just a solid defensive point guard who would come in and score his points, whatever they needed. Until, of course, LeBron James, fucking Mr. thinking he's better than Michael Jordan, decided, you know what, fuck all this core of players that we've all grown to love. Let's trade them all for Russell Westbrook, right? And look, I know a lot of people think Russell Westbrook is great. He is great, dude, but with the type of team that we had, dude, it was just a bad call, right? I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, yeah, LeBron James, he's going to be an owner. I don't see him being a better GM than Michael Jordan. Dude, this guy has flopped on a lot of fucking shit as when he switches up the roster. If he's just an owner and lets regular dudes be the general managers who are meant to be general managers, maybe. But a player like him, dude, you're going to fuck shit up, bro. Because you're going to be like, oh, we need that great player. And you're going to just shop away the strong core of a team just because you think that's going to get you to a championship. Look what happened, dude. The super team era is over, bro. I think really when it came down to the super team era where you have like 3 superstars on one team, bro, the league was trash. The league was fucking trash at that time. You had Miami Heat with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Immediately everybody in their fucking and their moms were like, "Oh, it's over." Right? When LeBron James says we're not going to just win 1, 2, 3, no, we're going to win 5, 6, 7. Everybody thought that was going to happen. Right? But out of like I think the 4 years that they were together, they only won 2, which is still nice, right? Still win a championship, whatever. But it's still it's still like underachieving, right? You look at Kobe and Shaq back in the day. It was only them two. And even before Kobe, it was just Shaq as the number 1 guy. Right? And they won 3 in a row. They three-peated. 2 guys, right? There was 3 guys on this team, and they could only win 2, and it wasn't even back to back, right? That's the one thing why I always trip out on why people put LeBron James as number 2. That's another discussion, but the super team, it's over, bro, and I'm so happy it's over. Go back to just either having 1 or 2 superstars on the team. That's what makes it better. You know what I mean? It evens out the league. Dude, the peak shit of the league was when Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors. That was peak bullshit, dude. Right? That was when it was like, why are we even watching the season? These guys are going to win the finals. Like, there was no point. And then same thing goes for them. They don't even win 3 in a row. They win 2, but then, you know, Kevin Durant gets all up in his asshole because people are calling him a cupcake. Yeah, and he was getting upset because he thought that the Golden State Warriors should have been his team, but it was still Steph Curry's team. And it's a good thing. Honestly, dude, it's a good thing the Golden State Warriors did not fucking just bow down to Kevin Durant. Because look at where homeboy's at now. Shuffling through players, doesn't know where to go. He's not even in the talks of possibly winning a championship. Steph Curry won a finals last year, basically by himself. So that's what I'm saying. Fuck the super team. I'm happy where the league is at right now, and you know I'm pumped to see the trajectory of Austin Reeves. Probably my favorite player on the Lakers right now, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this year. Hell yeah, Lakers. What else has been going on with me? I recently almost got fired from my job. Not because I was doing anything wrong at my job, but it's because I'm a bad texter. I'm really bad at responding to messages, guys. I think I just overthink it. I overthink a message, and it's like, I'll just respond to it when I'm ready. But then, like, you know, whenever you try to do something when you're ready, but you're never actually really ready? That's me when it comes to texting. And I guess what happened was, you know, I had to get my food handler's card, and I had to get this RBS certification, this ABC certification for bartending. And I had 30 days, right, from the day I was hired to get this stuff. And it probably took me, like 50 days to get it. Not because, like, of any kind of actual reason. I was just lagging it. And, you know, the owner, he kept hitting me up. He was like, hey, have you gotten it done yet? Have you gotten it done? And probably for like 2 weeks, I wasn't responding, right? Because I didn't want to keep on repeating, no, dog, I haven't gotten it done yet, right? Like, who the fuck, dude, I've done so many bartending fucking gigs, and not once did they ever ask for an ABC certificate, right? Not once, dude. Most of that shit is just common sense. So for me, it was just like, I didn't really respect the idea to get it. It was just, oh my God, fuck this shit. Food handlers, that's just, you know, we have food, so whatever. That just has to happen. But the ABC, dude, I've been bartending for like 9 years. I mean, come on, dude, really? You need me to get a ABC certificate to let you know that I know what I'm doing? Come on, dog, right? You hired me. You already seen 30 days of me working. I don't know. It was bullshit. So I just kept avoiding him because I didn't want to be like, no, didn't do it. No, didn't do it. No, right? And, you know, I show up to work, and it's like a Wednesday, I believe. I think. I'm not too sure. But I'm by myself. And, you know, the owner comes in, and he, you know, he calls me. He's like, hey, let me talk to you outside. And, you know, shout out to the owner. Really cool guy. Honestly, he comes off a bit nervous, right? He's got the shaky voice. He doesn't look you in the eyes. He kind of just You could tell he's like searching in his mind as he's trying to talk to you. But he's a chill guy, right? And he's like, you know what, bro? Like, I need you to get that stuff done this week or you're fired, right? Straight up. And I was just like, oh shit, all right, yeah, I got you, dude. He's like, yeah, because you know what? Me texting you and you not responding it can't work like that. This has got to be open communication. That line has got to be open for us to be able to communicate. And he's like, I would rather just cut my losses if it's going to be this way. And I was like, God damn, right? It's funny. He hit me up on, that was like I think that was either Monday night or Wednesday night. I don't remember exactly. And, he tells me that, and I was like, okay, I'll get it done, right? And I still lag it to the very end of the week, because he gave me to the end of the week, right? And I think I had finished the food handlers on a Thursday, and then I finished the RBS on a Friday afternoon or something. Dude, I did not study for any of them, and I passed them both. When you're in the restaurant like industry for this long, almost 10 years, look, if you guys got to get that food handlers, that ABC shit, don't even take the course. Just take the test. You know everything, right? Dude, a lot of the times while the course was going, because sometimes they require you to watch the video before you could just move on, I was playing video games, right? Or I was watching TV or jerking off or something. I just wasn't paying attention, and I still passed. Yeah, I don't know, man. And look, the owner talking to me, this guy, he's pretty like close to the environment, right? He comes in, checks, he restocks, he does all that stuff, right? And to tell you the truth, when it comes to like working for a business, I really like the mom and pop style of business, Sometimes, here's the thing about corporate businesses. Sometimes, although like it's very structured and you have all these like you have a bunch of things that can help you out as an employee, right? HR, all this stuff, whatever. But in the end, you hardly ever use those resources. You know what I mean? And they track your break time. You know what I mean? They just track a bunch of stuff, the corporate spots. And you're kind of just, you're not in the loop of anything. So if you're about to get fired, you might not even know. If your schedule's going to get fucked up, you might not even know, And there's managers, it's just too big. It's too big of a thing. You're just this small little guy. I don't know. Maybe I need a ego death and be like, hey, bro, you need to work in a corporation. Your ego's too high, but it's not that, man. I like the personal you have to come and talk to me. I have to come and talk to you. We all know what's going on. I like that. The mom and pop style. We all know what's going on with the business. We all know, what we need to do. And it doesn't seem like say with the owner, right? You could just talk to him regularly. Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, all right, cool. Fist bump, that whatever. Right? If you're working at Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't know, is that a franchise? I don't even know what Buffalo Wild Wings is. Whoever owns that specific Buffalo Wild Wings, if they're coming in, they're not fist bumping you. They don't even know your fucking name. You know what I mean? I guess it's not like it matters. It doesn't matter that much. If you're getting paid, you're getting paid. Not everybody needs to know your fucking name. But for me, I just like it. You know what I mean? Like, I've worked at a Buffalo Wild Wings. And it was okay. It was all right. But I felt like when I wanted to move up, there were so many people that I had to wait in line for. You know, where like, say a mom and pop spot, if you want to try a different position, they'll be like, yeah, fuck it, dude, because, you know, we like people that are versatile, that can do multiple things. So yeah, if you wanna try cooking too, fuck it, bro. Come through, you could train. Or if you're a bartender and you want to try serving, fuck it, come through, we'll train. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like a, what could I say? It's like a house full of prostitutes, right? Everybody gets a chance. Everybody gets a turn. You know what I mean? You're all fucking the same guy eventually, right? We're like a corporation. You know, if you're a shitty prostitute, you know, you're probably fucking a guy with AIDS every now and then. I don't know. You know what I mean? There's levels, you know? Who knows? Maybe that guy has fucking psoriasis on his elbows, right? And you're trying to get sensual, and then you just feel like his dry ass skin on his elbows. It's like, God damn, bro, I really got to move up or get out of this company. I don't know, man. I've been fucking working restaurants for so long. I know what I like already when it comes to the business. I worked at corporate spots, and like dude, one time I was actually trying to get a serving position at Rock and Brews, right? This place called Rock and Brews. I think what's that guy from Kiss? He owns it. What's the guy's name from Kiss? The guy with the tongue? Gene Simmons. And you know, I was there probably because I was in the process of getting hired. I had just applied. I think I was there for like 2.5 weeks already. And everybody liked me. I did well serving. But I had to take some stupid fucking test. I don't know what's up with businesses and you taking a test. Dude, if you're going to have me take a test, don't have me take a test after I've already worked a bunch of days for you. Have me do that in the beginning. Let me get that shit out of the way, right? So they give me the test and I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, am I really supposed to study all this shit? Your fucking menu, every goddamn ingredient, please, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to cheat, right? I'm going to fucking cheat on this test. And you know, I'm looking through my phone to get the answers. And fucking one of the managers catches me. Right? I'm doing the test. He's like, hey, so how's your phone looking? And I'm like, oh shit, oops, you know? And I think he takes my test or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. I forget what happened. This was like fucking 5 years ago or some shit. And fucking, you know, I end up talking to the main general manager and he's like, you know what, bro? We're super against cheaters right here. So yeah, I'm going to have to let you go. It's like, dude, what the fuck? You're mad because I cheated on what I should know about what goes in your fucking burger? Like, dude, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, in time, I will learn the menu. But you're mad because I cheated about what goes on the side of your sandwich? Get the fuck out of here, right? Like, I need to know every goddamn thing of the menu. I guarantee most of the spots, I bet you 80% of the employees don't know the menu 100%. A bunch of them are just taking orders. Oh, yeah, you want this? Okay, whatever, blah. Just put it down, put it in. Who gives a fuck? I don't know. And they let me go and they're like, hey, you know what? Come back in 2 months and maybe that. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's why I like mom and pop stuff, right? Because they don't test you, you know? I mean, this spot, like, here, I'm going to tell you this. The food handlers, that's just an automatic. Any place that sells food, automatic. So I'm not mad about that, whatever. The ABC certificate shit, I'm not mad about that. I mean, it's kind of weak. Like, it's like, for what? You see that I know everything? But like I said, it's an easy test. I know the basics of what it means to be a bartender. I didn't need to study. Boom, passed it. But for you to give me a test to test how much I know your menu, that's like 4 fucking pages, and each fucking plate has 10 ingredients and can interchange it. Come on, dude. That's not even real. You know what I mean? Like fucking, I don't know, man. Test me on some other shit. You know what I mean? Test me on what I should do if a guy whips his dick out at the bar. You know what I mean? That's like a crazy scenario that you would want to know how somebody deals with it. What would you do if customer whips cock out on bar top? A, laugh. B, gaze in astonishment. C, call security. Or D, jack him off. Right? You would want to know that kind of stuff, right? Because for all you know, you could be hiring a sexual deviant who's fucking in the fridge walk-in, right? Busting nuts all over the French fries. Oh no, but you can't be cheating. You got to know the ingredients of our fucking Gene Simmons burger, you know? How long do we cook the patties for? What kind of lettuce? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I don't know. But yeah, man. Like I said, yeah, almost got fired. I'm glad I didn't. Shout out to the owner. Super cool. Not talking shit. Just know this, guys. Sometimes I'm not going to respond to you, okay? That's just what it comes down to. I'm not responding to your text messages right away. It's probably going to be a couple days. You'll be like, hey, what's up? 2 days later, I'll be like, hi. And it's because I was thinking, should I put an emoji? Should I say hi? Should I say, hey, what up? Should I say, what's up? It's too much. Just call me or something. I don't know. But then again, I might not even answer your phone. I'm just bad. Yeah. Besides the work stuff, I recently bought Street Fighter 6. Any gamers out there? What's up? Yeah, I bought Street Fighter 6. Pretty cool game. Street Fighter, just the 6th version. It's not even the 6th version. There's probably like 20 versions of Street Fighter. But this is the latest one. And, I heard from people before that a lot of people were kind of like, not upset, but they were a little bit like taken back, or how do you say it? They were just like not feeling Street Fighter because one of their characters was like kind of representing transgenders or something like that. It was like a character that seemed to like blend the lines of what gender is, right? It was this character named Marissa. She's like this super big buff character, right? Basically a man, right? And when I played the game, it's like, okay, that's not even that bad, right? She's just a big buff ass woman, which is not, that's a thing. There's buff women. You could still be a woman and be buff. That doesn't mean anything. And to tell you the truth, I felt like the whole game itself was kind of promoting trans lifestyles, if you will. Like there's a character who he's a black character, short hair, but his face looks like a woman and his clothing is dressed like a woman, but his torso is a man, right? And it happens throughout the whole game. And me and my homie were talking about it, and I just, it pretty much evolved into like, I don't get why people don't understand what is going on with like, this push towards, accepting transgenders and all that. Like, because there's always been lifestyles that people reject and misunderstand. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a certain lifestyle. Like there's a there's a lifestyle called fluffies, I think, right? And these people dress as animals and they fuck each other. I don't really know it, and it doesn't sound appealing to me, right? It seems a little like, I don't know, bro. You know, I just don't know about that, right? But I'm not gonna make a big thing about it. Like if transgender, I mean, if Street Fighter came out with like a fluffy character where this guy just has a boner but he's dressed in a cat suit, I'm not gonna trip on it. Like there's people like that out there, right? And what I'm trying to say is like, groups that are like these, what could you call them, sub-genre lifestyles? I don't know what you call them. It's something that's not necessarily common or whatever. There's always going to be a group that tries to push their way into relevancy. You know what I mean? Into being accepted, right? And it's happened throughout history, right? You could go back to the hippies, right? Drugs, free sex, rock and roll, right? That was at during that time, that was like appalling. It wasn't a common lifestyle. It was people look down on it, right? People are dropping out of school. People are, like I said, free sex everywhere, on drugs, nomadic lifestyles. And it's just a thing, gay lifestyles eventually, right? People, the gay community was making a push to like being accepted. There is that time where gay marriages were not they weren't legal, right? It was illegal to be gay and married, right? Until eventually, the LGBTQ community eventually fought until they can do that, right? And now people don't even talk about gay people the way they did before because it's just there. It's just now accepted. Nobody cares anymore. And that's just basically what's happening. Look, I get it if like, I mean, look, you could even say to a degree of like street hood lifestyles, right? Fucking just being a hard ass fool, fucking kicking it with the homies, fucking whatever the fuck it is, right? Even the fucking clothing, the style of speech, right? At first, like in the 90s, nobody liked gangsters. Gangsters were always like scary, right? They're always just fools you had to watch out for, right? Until now, like you just have people trying to imitate these guys, right? Flashing guns on social media, in fucking music videos, trying to have bitches all the time. Like it's now seen as like a regular thing, right? Now, like say now guys are more interested in just having multiple girlfriends and not a committed life, right? Which where did that come from? That probably came from being a pimp back in the day, You're just pimping all of these bitches, having a bunch of bitches, you know what I mean? Kings, yeah, to a much higher degree. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I just don't see why. I mean, I get it, right? It's so hard for some people, right, to try to accept these lifestyles for some reason, for whatever reason or belief that you feel are wrong or immoral or whatever the fuck. Eventually, transgenders are just going to be part of everything, right? Someone's going to see a chick with a big dick and it's not going to be a shocker. It's going to be, oh, that's a chick with a big dick, or that's a her, or whatever they want. It's a zim or zem, or I don't know what the fuck it's a unicorn. Except the horn is in between their legs. I don't know, it's it just seems worse to fight that stuff off, right? Because to me, when you're trying to deny someone's lifestyle into existence, like say you're somebody that's totally against it, bro, you're not moving forward with society, right? It's just like technology, right? If you're a person who's against technology and is not trying to be a part of it, you're gonna have a hard fucking time. You're gonna have a really hard. Do you ever see old people trying to figure out their phones? They don't know what to do with them. I had a lady. She was probably in her 50s, which is not that old. I mean, she's been around cell phones for a while, but she has a Venmo and doesn't really know how to use the Venmo. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, life could be so much more easier, but you're going to take the hard route because you would rather just be against it for whatever reason. Like for a little bit, AI, this whole artificial intelligence things was coming up. I started fucking with it a little bit. Now, there's a difference for me fucking with AI and a transgender. That's a totally different thing, but I'm still accepting it. Right? If that person was a real person in Street Fighter, right? Where I said there was just this person where they have a woman's face but a guy's torso and they're wearing girl clothing, I'm not gonna say shit, dude. That's them. That's none of my goddamn business. You know what I mean? Depending if they have tits, I'll say, hey, can I see your tits? That's about it. I want to see how it looks. I mean, it is 2023. What if I want a nice pair of tits? I don't know, right? No? Marlene doesn't like that. I don't know, man. I just think it's just something you should do, right? Not even, yes, for them, you know what I mean? But do it. It's in a weird way, do it for yourself, dude. Have some peace of mind in this society. Right? Just know that some people want to live a regular life without having to be fucking looked at in a weird way, right? I don't know. I think you guys should try it. Play some Street Fighter. You'll get more used to transgenders, I think. Who knows? Yeah. All right, everybody, that's my episode for today. Thank you guys again for fucking chilling with me. I'm all fucking amped on fucking Celsius right now. I just got the date approved for the next show, the next Last Resort comedy show. I just barely got it approved today, so I'll be pushing out the info for the weeks to come, but yeah, keep on following me and you guys will be seeing what's up with that shit. Russ Comedy. Yeah, thank you guys. Peace.